Is Vande Mataram a religious or a communal song? Why the opposition parties have gone so far in opposing the BJP that even they say the national song or a patriotic song as a communal song. So this issue is not something new, and it has been a debate for so many years, and it has again come up to the light because recently the BJP government has announced that this Vande Mataram must be sung before the national anthem Jana Gana Mana. Until now, only 2 paragraphs of Vande Mataram was sung, but now the BJP government has said that Vande Mataram must be sung full, that is all its 6 stanzas, which comprises of 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Some people ask, what is the problem in this? Vande Mataram, isn't it a patriotic song which makes people so national feeling? And why should this become a controversy? Because Jana Gana Mana is accepted by all as a national anthem. If that's so, why not Vande Mataram? So in this video, we are going to see the history behind the controversy of Vande Mataram. Welcome to Youturn, and this is Nandini Madheshwaran. So now what happened is, the Union Minister recently announced that Vande Mataram must be sung before national anthem Jana Gana Mana. Moreover, when Vande Mataram was accepted as a national song, the first 2 paragraphs only were recognized. But now the BJP government has announced that all the 6 stanzas must be sung, meaning it should be sung for 3 minutes and 10 seconds. So this Vande Mataram was written by Banking Chandra Chatterjee, who worked as an official under British government, especially as a district magistrate. He wrote a novel called Anandamath, and this Vande Mataram song appeared in that novel. This novel was inspired by the events in Bengal in the 1700s. So originally in the history, what happened was the Hindu sannyasis and the Muslim fakirs both joined together to revolt against British. But what Chatterjee written in his novel was totally different, and he portrayed that the entire rebellion was a conflict between the Hindu Vaishnavite people and the Muslim rulers. Specifically, he wrote as a war waged by the Hindu sannyasis to overthrow the Muslim rulers. But the reality is totally different from what he had written in his novel. So in the novel, the word mother in Vande Mataram doesn't mean the country in a general way. It clearly refers to the Hindu goddesses like Durga, Kali and Jayadatri. The first 2 stanzas of the songs were very general, and it represents the beauty of the motherland. It doesn't represent or symbolize any particular religion or specific god. That is why those 2 paragraphs are recognized till now. But the remaining 4 paragraphs are completely based on Hindu goddesses. Especially the lyrics Twamhi Durga Dasaprahara Dharini Kamala Kamala Dala Biharini describe Durga with 10 weapons, and Lakshmi sitting on the lotus, and Saraswati giving knowledge, which all represent the Hindu goddesses. So this clearly shows that this is not one of the secular songs. Also in the novel, there is a monastery called Anandamath. So in the novel, there are 2 main characters. One is Satyananda, a monk, and another is Bhavananda, a warrior monk. So they joined together and gathered Vaishnavite Hindu youths to rebel against the Muslim people. Bhavananda even went further, telling the people that if Muslims were not destroyed, then our Hindu religion or culture, our Sanatana Dharma, will be destroyed forever and it won't exist. He even calls upon 7 crore Hindus to take up the arms. Another character in the novel is Mahendra. He is a simple and ordinary man who suffers a lot during the Bengal famine. When he thought of leaving his village during the famine, on the way in his journey, he loses his children and his wife. And there he meets the 2 monks Satyananda and Bhavananda. However, those monks influence him, and they showed the pictures of 3 goddesses. One is Jagadatri, and the next is Kali, and the third is Durga. So in these, Jagadatri represents the glorious past and Kali represents the painful present, and whereas Durga represents the powerful future victory. Each time when they show these images, at the same time they also shout Vande Mataram. Throughout the novel, there are repeated acts of violence against Muslims. Their villages are looted, houses are burnt, and people are killed. Even these acts are shown as heroic, and the characters shout, kill the Muslims on one side along with the other side as Vande Mataram. In the novel, there are some important conversations, and in one place it was written as, in every country the relation with the ruler is that of protector and protected. But what protection do our Muslim rulers give us? Here, the Muslim rulers refers to Muslim rulers. And it is also written as, our religion is destroyed, our caste defiled, our honor polluted, our family honor shamed, and now our very lives are going the same way. Unless we drive out these wise-bestowed and long beards, the Hinduism of the Hindu is doomed. The novel also describes where Muslim houses were burnt. So, when these acts were happening, the people started shouting Hari Bol and chant the name of God. In battle scenes, when they believed that victory was near, they started to shout that the kingdom will be soon ours. And they also shout, on the other hand, kill the Muslims. So, these were exactly written in the novel of Bankim Chandra Chatterjee. So, on one side, people shout, kill the Muslims throughout, and the other side, they also shout Vande Mataram. In another scene, some characters even shout that the mosques will be soon destroyed and Radha Madhava temples will be built in their place. So at that time in Bengal, some Nawabs were ruling with certain authority, but the British were real tax collectors. But however, the novel mainly talks about fighting against Muslims, and the Bhavananda, a Hindu monk warrior, somehow captures one of the British officers. He tells the officer that, Captain Sahib, I shall not kill you. The English are not our enemies. Why have you come to the aid of the Muslims? For now, I will not kill you. You are my prisoner. He even says that, victory to the British, we are your friends. Later in the novel, the war reaches its conclusion. So, the Hindu people defeated the Muslim rulers and captured all their territories. So, this moment is described in the novel is, the Muslims are defeated, and again it has become a Hindu nation. So, after the defeat of Muslims, as per the novel, it is written as, the villagers began chasing the Muslims wherever they meet. Some banded themselves together, went to the Muslim quarters, set fire to their cottages and looted their all. Many Muslims were killed, many shaved off their beards, smeared themselves with Ganges clay and began singing Hari Hari. If asked, they said, I am a Hindu. So at the end of the novel, after the Muslim rule is defeated, one of the gurus tells Satyananda that the mission is completed. The Muslim rule is defeated completely, and now the British becomes friendly allies, and there is no need to fight anymore. So, the core theme of the novel is not about driving out the British. It is about overthrowing the Muslim rule and restoring Hindu dominance while making the British as friendly allies. Because of this background, when India became independent and the leaders discussed of making Vande Mataram as a national anthem, there rose many debates and controversies. Because India is a secular country, national anthem must be acceptable to all the people of all religions, and it should not force anyone to worship a specific god. Later, leaders like Mahatma Gandhi, Rabindranath Tagore and Jawaharlal Nehru discussed about this issue in detail. Even Tagore, who composed music for Vande Mataram, he felt that worshipping or praising specific goddesses would not suit a country of secular. In a letter written in the context of discussions about Vande Mataram with Subhash Chandra Bose, many concerns were expressed telling that this song has a religious tone. And when Bose had to choose the national anthem for the provisional government of India, he had three options. One is Janagana Mana, the next is Vande Mataram, and the third is Sare Jahan Se Acha. And finally, he chose Janagana Mana as a national anthem. Earlier, during the 1950s partition of Bengal, Vande Mataram became the powerful slogan against the British rule. So earlier, when it was a revivistic cry, it later became the national slogan. Later in the Constituency Assembly, many debates were made whether Vande Mataram should be made as a national anthem. But no final decisions were reached at that time. And finally, on January 24 of 1950, 2 days before India became republic, that time the President Rajendra Prasad made a compromise announcement. He announced that Janagana Mana would be a national anthem and Vande Mataram would be a national song. Since then, the debate has come back again and again stating that is Vande Mataram a symbol of unity or it carry any religious ideology. Even today recently, K. Annamalai claimed that Nehru had betrayed the history by cutting the song into half. But they often do not explain why the remaining 4 stanzas were removed. But the actual reason of the removal is it contains the direct praise of Hindu goddesses like Durga, Kali and Saraswati. In a secular country like India, such worship do not fit for everyone. So for more than hundreds of years, Vande Mataram is still being on debate whether it is a patriotic song or it is an ideology song, and it has become a major discussion in parliament now. So this is a less known facts about the Vande Mataram controversy. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video. To know more facts and information, follow and subscribe Youturn.